brother. Brother, 450 bucks. It died. We're walking.
And the third row?
Can you buy, fix, and build an off-road vehicle for under 1,200 bucks? The poorly hidden SUV beside me might just be proof that you can. Standing behind me is the Trailblazer that we originally purchased for only $460. It's rusty, it's neglected, it's too far gone to feel pain, and most importantly, it's perfect. Now, some portions of the internet seem to think that you need $20,000 worth of suspension, tires as big as a house, wheels worth more than the first car I ever bought, and a roll cage certified by none other but NASA. Here at Drewbuilt, we believe that the off-road capability of a vehicle is directly proportionate to how much you care about it. And let me tell you, we care very, very little. All right, I'm going to be real with you guys. I might be emotionally attached. Today, we're going to turn this tetanus trail rig into an off-road vehicle for less than 1,200 bucks. Well, $991.49 to be exact. And yes, that includes the purchase price of the vehicle. We're not sponsored. We're just dumb. We've got a buddy with 80 acres of pure chaos up north, and we like to keep something up there that we can bounce off trees without crying about it. So let's take this poor man's pre-runner and show you why just enough is all you really need. And let us know how we did in the comments, because we're either geniuses or idiots, and we're not sure anymore. Before we get too deep into our new off-road rig, let me show you why we're doing this challenge in the first place. This is the original Chop Top. We've had it for 4 years. It's been thrashed, banged off limiter, pissed inside of, shot with pew-pews, and ridden around this property like an absolute dog. Did I mention we crashed it like 15 times? Today, we're getting rid of this vehicle for $150, and we're gonna put all that money towards Bashonda. So we're gonna give it a proper send-off.
The trans is cooked.
The trans is cooked? Yeah, he's moving. All good things in life are temporary, including the Chop Top. While she did let us thrash on her for 4 whole years, its time has finally come. We pulled it on the trailer under its own power with some dignity, and we're not gonna thrash on it today. From the bottom of all our hearts, thank you, Chop Top. I get it. The thumbnail says building an off-road vehicle for less than $1,200, and we're showing you how we're getting rid of our off-road vehicle. Well, we acquired this Honda CR-V 4 years ago for free on a handshake deal, and the trans has finally let go. My colleagues and I got together, and we started scrolling Facebook Marketplace. You'd be surprised how hard it is to find a running and driving vehicle with a solid mechanical history in 2025 for what we think is cheap. That is, until we started looking at the same vehicle that I daily drive. Chevrolet Trailblazers. We'll talk a little bit more about that following up. So don't go anywhere. We're going to show you just how we managed to get this thing running, driving, and off-roading for less than 1,200 bucks, including the purchase price of the vehicle.
Johnny.
I just got time to make bad decisions.
Already did.
Thanks for the help. So I am trying to diagnose an entire village. Put it in the backseat. We're officially on the way to make terrible, terrible decisions. That's an empty trailer. Brother, we've spotted the Chop Top. 450 bucks. The frame looks good. It's got gears. It has working AC. Fucking power windows.
And what else, Andrew? Leather seats. And the third row?
What is it? He said tails? Tails! You got the 460, baby! We flipped for 20 bucks. All right, let's go. I think he deserves it. I do.
Stop. Back up a little. If you squint, it's mint.
There's still cars out there for under $1,000. Look at that. High performance synthetic blend 5W20. That means they weren't even putting thick oil in this thing. What in the world? What in the world, brother? What the did we just do?
Chat, we're open for questions.
Oh, thanks for liking and subscribing.
We paid $460 for it.
460 bucks for a running and driving Trailblazer.
FYI, Jake is not lucky. He lost the coin toss.
Well, all it takes to find a good deal is the largest Culvers in the world and 3 idiots.
I dropped mustard.
How do you think we did? Pretty good.
Very good. I would daily this.
Culvers was a great idea.
Not just any Culvers.
The largest Culvers.
World's largest Culvers. Shout out to them skimping me on my chocolate shake.
Yeah, that's
losers.
$460 later, and we have ourselves a slightly rusted 2005 Trailblazer EXT. 4-wheel drive works. Remote start works. AC works. Power steering works. Entertainment center exists, but it doesn't work, I don't think. And the one problem is the brackets holding the lower control arms are a little rusted off, but I think Drew Built can take care of that. So we've got some pretty good plans for this old unit. She's a little rusty, a little crusty, but I think she's going to be trusty. Fast forward a couple days, and we have done some work without you guys. All we did was clean this thing up and get all the ass cheese out of it. Now that some of the excitement has worn off, it's time to actually jack this thing up and see how bad the damage is. Come on now. Don't be shy. The reason we got it for $450, guys, this is not something that you should be driving on the street every day. Now I just need to burn this in on the inside and the bottom, and we should be ready to start the other side. With the trailing arms repaired, this thing is safe to drive and ready to be modified. Well, almost ready. I definitely did not nick the brake line with an angle grinder, and I'm totally not flaring it right now. I'm an expert mechanic. Fast forward another couple weeks, and we've got this thing in the air, and we've got 3 of the 4 corners of this vehicle lifted. Last night, I enlisted the local catalytic converter thief to go ahead and assist me with the right front of the suspension while I took care of the rears. All it took was some Chinese food and the UFC fights on a totally legal stream. Right now. Now, if you have a keen eye, you would have noticed something a little funky about the driver's side that I just showed you. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the last 10% of the passenger side, and we'll talk about what I did later. Before we jump into the absolute masterclass of a mechanical failure that it took me to snap this bolt, let's talk about that thing I swore I'd explain earlier and then completely forgot to mention. So here's the deal. We put the driver's side control arm on the passenger side and the passenger side on the driver's side. Oh, and we put them in there upside down because of course we did. I'm just kidding. Now for the uninitiated, when you give a Trailblazer a cheap spacer lift, you absolutely obliterate the suspension geometry. And putting the control arms back together like that corrects those ball joint and CV axle angles so they don't instantly eject themselves into the woods on your first trail ride. Now, is that going to fix everything? Maybe. Will it cause new problems? Absolutely. Are they going to be self-inflicted? Yes. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. We'll go over those problems in a little bit. No. It was going too smooth. I went to O'Reilly's, they didn't have a bolt. I checked my hardware cabinet, and I found some very similar looking bolts. Hopefully this nut works. If this does, that would be insane. Oh my God. No way. No way I had one laying around. When being a hoarder pays off, it's absolutely incredible. And, you know, I don't know how to describe that feeling. So we're not going to over tighten it this time. That's what we're not going to do. All right, that's good. Let's put some weight on the suspension on this side, and I'll tighten the control arms now. When you're working, if you're from the Midwest working on cars, there's something about tightening a nice wire brushed thread. So there's the problem we encountered, and really it's just because I'm an ogre. I mean, I over tightened this, that's why it broke. So we got super lucky that I had something laying around because the local O'Reilly's did not have any bolts, and Ace Hardware is 20 minutes away, which is a 40-minute round trip, and I'm not trying to deal with that. So that's freaking awesome. Love being a hoarder sometimes. With that Chinesium lift kit installed and me out here trying to cosplay as a TRX owner, the Trailblazer was starting to look sort of respectable. But if you've got a keen eye, you might notice the front wheels rocking some excessive positive camber. And yes, that's one of those self-inflicted wounds we talked about earlier, and I tried to fix it by yanking the lower control arms out without an alignment rack, and spoiler alert, it did not go well. Wandering, and as soon as you go straight on the... Eventually, Jake and I broke out the toe plates and fixed the toe enough that it could drive in a straight line without holding the wheel at a 45-degree angle. Then we got some tires mounted, and you might remember Matt from our F-150 lowering an exhaust build video, but you probably don't because apparently hitting the subscribe button is harder than watching me make bad financial decisions for you guys. Anyways, Matt hooked us up with some free time on the tire machine at his shop, and that saved us on the budget in a really big way. I even got to mount the tires myself, which reminded me how truly blessed I am to not be working in a tire shop anymore, because my back still sends me hate mail about that job. We're currently spray painting these wheels as per the request of one of your comments. I'll put that comment here. It's a pretty good comment. So we're doing it, and these look like a racy high school guy with a Honda Civic painted them. Even though I thought we kind of tried with the prep, sort of. After completely ricing out our wheels, the Trailblazer was finally worthy of being parked in the same lot as a kid with a stock Civic and a fart can exhaust. Big dreams, low standards, high school parking pass, you guys get it. Anyways, the next step was a fully TIG-welded custom bash bar. Well, Jake's bash bar, since I pawned the entire design and cutting work off on him because nothing says teamwork like me standing around with a camera and him actually doing the hard part. Anyways, we chopped up the factory crash bar, but did retain some of it. We chopped the fog light housings out of the factory bash bar, and it left us a nice symmetrical area for me to go ahead and actually weld some plates to. What's that?
Full meat. Somebody call Arby's.
We're getting rained on, but
It's sunny and raining.
and
Welcome
we
to the
cut a
Midwest.
sick ass bumper, even though we might have got a little far in with the crash bar. Once everything's painted black down there, you won't even know. And we bought Bonds to plastic paint.
We did.
So back to that bash bar. This is a budget build, guys, and we went with some 095 wall ERW tubing. Now, this was purchased from a friend, and we only spent $140 on the metal. My buddy Matt let me borrow his affordable tubing bender, so this was also a big help to the budget. Of course, I only filmed most of this on YouTube Shorts, so if you're dying to watch a grown man struggle with metal tubes like he's assembling IKEA furniture blindfolded, go ahead and check those out. The bash bars only held on with M6 rib nuts and 8-gauge plate because that's what I had laying around, and I'm still pretending we have a budget. Will it hold up? Honestly, probably about as well as this channel, unless you hit subscribe or, buy a t-shirt so I can afford bolts that don't shear off at the first pothole. Now I digress. Anyways, I was really excited to do this project because I'm a big fan of TIG welding and I'm just trying to improve altogether at this skill. This is something that hopefully I want to turn around and make some money on later in my life, and I just really appreciate how perfect you can get a TIG welding project. It's really fulfilling to actually succeed, especially on something that you failed multiple times at, and I just think TIG welding is one of those things. Whoa, hold up. You guys were not supposed to see this part. One of the last things to wrap up before we test this thing out was to go ahead and plug the hole that was allowing all the ass cheese to get in the back of the vehicle. So there was supposed to be a body plug there. There wasn't. So I had the opportunity to practice making up one of these circular sheets with just my bench grinder and angle grinder. And I TIG welded everything in and beautifully covered the screen with my head. So you can see there, I was just about finished.
No more ass cheese. I plug the hole.
Alright, we did our final testing. Fluids are looking like fluids. So yeah, we're gonna go beat the out of it now. It's so much rust fault. Alright, for all you sticklers in the comments, let's go over the totals. I'll put the exact numbers here for you, but for the spoon feeding lovers, let's hit the verbal cliff notes before we torture test this tetanus trail rig. We bought this Trailblazer for $460. We spent around $240 getting it fixed and roadworthy, about $440 modifying it, and finally we sold our original off-road vehicle for $150. And I know it's pretty shiesty to include that, but come on, man. We did it under $1,000. What can you say?
We done.
A lot of f***s out today.
Dude, he blew dust at you.
I know, now we're coming up on him.
Pass them back.
We'll have Alright, it's a new day. Behind me, you might see a familiar vehicle.
Your big head's in the way.
It's a new day. We look like we're going to a cheerleading meet with our shirts.
Drew Built merch available now.
We have the Trailblazer behind us, known as Bashonda, or the Stop Top, or the Chop Top, depending on what.
I thought it was the hard top.
There's just like 8 names. Yeah.
Bashonda.
Staying behind us, $990 of financial destruction, and at least 3 or 4 weekends. It's time to go beat the out of it. What'd I tell you? Oh, she spun him a little bit. Put it in 4-wheel drive.
Romp it. There it is.
Already smelled coolant. Holy shit, this thing slides.
We're gonna roll it. Andrew, you're gonna catch a rut.
Easy. One of us has to be able to pull that one.
Taking it good.
It's doing pretty good.
We're gonna do a racer flyby.
Stovepipe it.
That's good.
Andrew, we're supposed to be an off-road page, not a drift page. Just let you know.
Get in, we're going shopping.
This is great because you can just go anywhere. This is like you can just crank it anywhere. Like these are places I've never been before.
Pedal self-clearance. I wonder what the rollover rating is on this thing. Congratulations on making our vehicle far more dangerous than it needed to be.
Kick it off, Jake.
You know what's funny is that 7mm in your truck would take those 2 bolts off.
Why? Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior?
We jumped this thing 6 or 7 times. We've been sliding the fuck out of it. And the only failure we've had is a brake line due to rust.
Ow.
Nice, that's hot. Hang on, let me just... Okay, that didn't...
I mean, it's
I'm pretty
close.
sure that... One more? Just one more?
Good enough.
Now we're denting it. After about 3 hours of solid hooning, drifting, and just straight up abusing this thing, something finally let go on the underside. And no, it wasn't that 4L slippy transmission, it was the stainless steel braided master cylinder lines. A hole popped right out of them, so we had to bring it back to the Drew Belt lab, get some lines bent, and get them flared, and get them patched right back into where they belonged. Now, these things came out great with the help of Dave, who's the gentleman who owns the property, and we really appreciate that help from him. About 1 month ago, we blew the fuck out of the brake line on this thing because of that guy.
Hi.
And now we're back, and we're going to tackle the other half of the property that we didn't get to get.
We also got Jake's replacement here. We got the better version.
That's messed up. We're back, baby.
Bob dog. Brakes are good.
Yeah.
Brakes are good. Watching Peppa Pig. We only watch cars in this vehicle, okay? Cars 1. Please, Peppa Pig. No Peppa Pig. Bobby, did you want some AC or something?
Yeah, I am a little bit hot.
Oh yeah, I'll get you there. Do you want your heated seat on also?
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay, just making sure. We have refreshments in the back also. No, we're too far back now. That does look groomed.
There's the rock.
Oh yeah, there's the rock. That was definitely the rock. Oh, ooh, there she goes. There she goes. God bless, brother. If anyone was gonna sell me this on Facebook Marketplace, it'd be someone that looks like you.
If it ain't a gosh dang Chevy, I don't want it, brother. Bow tie till I die.
God bless. We've got our local Illinoisan, Midwesterner, certified Midwesterner, mullet man, Bob Dog here, taking our Trailblazer for a ride. He's going to give us a live review of how well we've done with $991.49. Bob Dog, would you like to introduce yourself to the people?
What's up?
It's a very good introduction.
For everyone at home, Bobby is a scientist, actually. He does wear a lab coat at work.
Yes, he is a semi-truck scientist, certified in that dump truck.
Oh, look, they're flying! No, I mean, I'm kind of slippering on the leather. I think we conditioned it a little too much.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh,
You got it, Bobby.
there's a rock there. Color locker you got. What color's your welder?
No, I didn't even weld the diff.
Oh, that's stock.
Yeah, it's a stock
G80
locker.
That comes in
Punch it!
71 tiles.
There it is, brother. Oh, Bobby got it locked the other way. Oh. Ooh, 4.
A little Angie.
Bobby's watched Tokyo Drift. Bobby, we need some live action reviews right now.
I'm speechless. It's built so well.
A few months back, we asked if you could build an off-road vehicle for under $1,200, and the answer is yes. We did under 1,000, and today we proved it. Thanks for watching. Check out drewbuilt.printful.me for merch. Make sure if you guys are interested in anything like this to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll try and bring as much custom fabrication and financial destruction to you as we possibly can. Oh, fuck. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.